Thinking about buying a franchise? Then the How to Buy a Franchise show is just for you. Here's your host, Dr. John Hayes.
So was there ever any, or has there been, or did you ever expect any interference from Apple that you're in, this is our territory?
You sound like somebody that's coming to talk about buying a franchise.
Exactly.
Well, I can tell you that that's a question that honestly comes up a lot.
Yeah, sure.
And in 7 years, we've never heard a peep from that. I'll tell you, if I can't speak for Apple, but if I was on Apple's board, I would think that I would look at a company like Experimac as doing a service for them.
Yeah.
Think about it. If it wasn't for the fact that we were putting some of these folks in Apple computer products, they might be buying their competitors' products. Okay, so maybe some of these people that we're putting in Apple computer products in the next couple of cycles will end up buying new products from Apple. So we've created a customer for Apple. I think that we're in an advantage for them, not a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So I think that they would definitely agree with that.
Good. So what kind of person or personality makes the best Experimac franchisee?
Well, I think that it's important in whatever business it is. If you're going to buy a franchise, you need to be customer forward. You need to be able to look customers in the eyes. You need to deal with them one-on-one. And you need to train your people in that same way. So we have a couple of ways that when we interview employees in our stores, we're a tech business, right? But most of the people that we've hired in our business are not technicians. We've hired mostly salespeople, okay? Because we want somebody that looks in the customer's eyes when they talk to them. So when we interview somebody, if they don't look me in the eyes, we don't hire them. We have another rule, which is very important. We also don't hire employees that don't talk to customers. That's a rule. If you want to come to work for us, you have to be able to talk to customers.
Sure.
The reason why is occasionally a customer asks you a question about something that was just repaired.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to take that customer's question and translate it to a technician in the back, then take the technician's answer and translate it from back to the customer, okay? We say to the technician, get up off your butt and come out here and talk to the customer.
Right.
And they understand going in, if they want to work for us, that's a job requirement. So we look them in the eyes, and they have to talk to customers. If you do those two things, you're probably way ahead of the game.
Yeah, good, wonderful. And how much interest is there a lack of interest at any time? Do you have lots of leads, and do you turn a lot of leads away because they don't do those two things?
Well, I think that the bottom line with a business, like any business, is a location is always an important place. So the closer you can get to a highway is always helpful. But not every location is on a highway. And our first store, as busy as we've been, is not on a main road. You have to know it's there, okay? So you got to rely on word of mouth. That's important, okay? But you've got to make sure that you're doing those things in your community to let your community know that you exist. Nobody notices that your business is there if they don't know it's there. So what are you going to do? You have a responsibility when you buy a franchise to not stand inside the business, stand behind the cash register, and wait for the business to come to you. Now, I think that our business model might be such that it'll be successful that way anyway after a period of time. But you know what? We all want to make money. We want to pay our bills as quickly as possible. So anything that you can do to market the business is going to be great. Now, we do have a marketing plan with Experimac that we train the franchisees with. We actually, we will visit the stores. We will help them with refreshers. We'll do whatever we can. And we have some great marketing ideas that we share with them.
Yeah,
and we usually find the franchisees that are doing the best are the ones that are following our marketing plan.
Exactly. That always comes back to that. The most successful franchisees are the ones who do what the franchisor told them to do. But getting franchisees to do that is the biggest challenge for a franchisor.
Well, that begs the question: why would anybody buy a franchise if they don't want to follow along?
Exactly, right. Yeah,
I mean, isn't the reason that you buy a franchise is because somebody else has already figured it out?
Yes.
And you're buying what they put their blood, sweat, and tears into.
Right.
Okay. So follow that. And if that would be my advice to anybody that's out there that's listening is, you know what? If you're going to buy a franchise, commit to doing it the way the franchise wants it.
And yet, people will think, well, I could tweak this and I could tweak that and make it better. But your job as a franchisee is not to do any tweaking.
Well, we don't mind tweaks, but do it our way first.
Yeah, right.
And then if you got some great ideas, let's do it together. And if you got something that works, you know what? Let's take it and let's put it in all the stores because we've got open ears. We haven't thought of everything. Exactly. I mean, we've had some franchisees bring some great ideas back to us, and we've implemented in some of the stores. So, I don't want to tell you too much because we can't give away the secret sauce.
Sure. Exactly.
Thank you for listening to How to Buy a Franchise Show. If you want immediate assistance, visit howtobuyafranchise.com to contact Dr. John Hayes for a free consultation.